All right, man. We got DJ Akademiks. He gonna speak on this Drake Spotify situation that rapper RBX has put against Spotify, and he has named Drake into it. So I'm not gonna read all the documentations, but Academics is. So let's see how he gonna windmill for his BBL jersey.
Should we talk about this Drake shit?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I keep telling you, man. Kendrick got the best digital team in the land.
Oh Lord.
Yo, everybody done basically confirmed by now, pretty much in a roundabout way, that Kendrick been abusing them bots. Like, we all know what it is. We know what type of time it is.
Here we go. Instead of talking about Drake, he want to talk about Kendrick. Typical.
Yo, now Kendrick is trying to flip the script and say, nah, I ain't never used bots. Drake used them. Or like Drake used them too. Yo, this is the Whitey Bulger thing, man. Like, you know, it's like someone you know is a snitch, right? Or someone you know gay or something. You be like, yo, you gay. Or be like, you a snitch. The best way for them to change the subject is just accuse you of being the same thing, right? Now, again, I'm not saying this directly coming from Kendrick, right? But I do see his fan base and a lot of outlets that I would think are in cahoots with some of this nonsense. They're now trying to push out like this idea that Drake is a botter, right? Now, where did this come from? Let me first play. Let me see. Drake. There's a Drake lawsuit with Spotify. Let me see if I'm Drake lawsuit Spotify. Let me see if I can get the short of it. And if I can't get the short of it, I will. Oh my god, I gotta bring my dogs in. They are barking up a storm. And I'm gonna get liquor. Are we 2 hours in yet? No, we're not 2 hours in. No, we're not. Give me 1 second. There's like a chick that usually breaks shit down like in a usually quick time period. Let me see what. Is she here? If not, I might have to go through the laborious effort of actually reading. No, this ain't it, right? No. It's Drake and Spotify. No. Drake lawsuit, Spotify. There's some random guy. It's like some bum who's suing Spotify, basically saying he's heard so much about botting that he wants to get, he feels he has lost earnings based on rappers that are bigger that probably utilize bots that gained them attention and took attention away from him, right? So let me actually just play this, and then I'm gonna grab my dogs real quick.
Of the bot accounts that were streaming his songs.
Okay, let's check.
For example.
Okay. Is there anybody who's like not fucking monotone and boring, bro? Respectfully. All right,
the plaintiffs described the company's anti-fraud policies as inadequate and accuse it of turning a blind eye to the problem.
Oh my God, this will put me to sleep. Let me see. Jesus. Where's that black chick that usually be talking about lawsuits? Is it her? Yeah, this is the one right here. Yeah, I like her.
I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah, I like her. Oh, she ain't talking about Drake yet? Fuck. I like her.
I'm not a lawyer, but I am a wife.
Shorts. Nah, she did not. No, it's another black lady, I think.
I'm not a lawyer, but I am.
All right, I'm going to have to break this down my damn self. Chat, you know when you're trying to find somebody else that does your job? Like, this is my job. But nobody does it good? What the fuck? Everybody's just boring. God damn. I would play this Breakfast Club thing, but they're anti-Drake heavy. All right, I'm gonna play this boring ass chick. Just give me a couple minutes. I gotta grab my notes.
Accounts that were streaming his songs.
Give me 1 second, I'm gonna grab my notes.
For example, plaintiff is informed and believes that over a 4-day period in 2024, at least 250,000 streams of Drake's song "No Face" originated in Turkey, but were falsely geo-mapped through the coordinated use of VPNs to the United Kingdom in an attempt to obscure their origins.
I'm gonna be back myself. I'll be back myself.
A new federal class action lawsuit has been filed against Spotify, accusing the company of allowing large-scale streaming fraud in which automated bot networks allegedly inflated play counts for certain artists, most notably Drake, to make their songs appear more popular than they really were. The case was filed by rapper Eric Collins, known as RBX, on behalf of a proposed class of songwriters, performers, producers, and rights holders who claim they lost money as a result of this manipulation. RBX first gained fame through his work on Dr. Dre's The Chronic and Snoop Doggy Dogg's Doggy Style, later releasing solo albums including The RBX Files, No Mercy, No Remorse, and The Shining. The complaint positions him as the representative for a broad class of creators whose royalties were allegedly diluted by fraudulent streaming activity. The lawsuit claims that Spotify either failed to prevent or knowingly tolerated massive bot-driven inflation in streaming counts that skewed royalty payouts. It argues that this artificial activity enriched a small number of artists while reducing payments to others whose music was streamed by real listeners. According to the filing, Spotify knew or should have known the manipulation was happening, but failed to act because it benefited from the appearance of higher overall engagement. The plaintiffs described the company's anti-fraud policies as inadequate and accuse it of turning a blind eye to the problem. Spotify responded publicly by saying that it takes botting very seriously and that fraudulent streams provide no benefit to the company. That statement, however, was a public relations response, not a
Sounds
legal
like
one.
an AI.
And if you notice, it does not address the detailed.
Yo, do people watch this chick? This chick is born as watching paint dry. God damn. Like, read with a little enthusiasm. Actually, no, I want to beef her. No beef. My bad. All right, let me pull up the court documents. All these motherfuckers hate Drake, so like, I know y'all gonna think, well, Ack, you're on Drake's side too much, whatever. But I'm just gonna read whatever this bullshit is, because if you left it up to Rolling Stone, they made it seem like this person is suing Drake, and it's some random artist that is unsuccessful that is suing Spotify, and they're claiming that Spotify has not done enough to prevent botted streams, and they feel like their art has suffered from that, and they make examples of artists that they're saying, well, we heard reports about blah, 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 blah. Okay? Now, let me just pull up this paperwork. Actually, where is it? We're not gonna read through the whole thing, but we can skip through it a bit. Where is it at? Is it here? Where is it? Oh, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Where is this shit? Does anybody have the lawsuit?
Come on, Akademiks. This is boring, bro.
We're kind of like in an interesting time now where I can't just read the top. If I read the article, just to let y'all know, Rolling Stones, the people who like, Rolling Stone, they just all you need to know. Chat, we got to start uncovering some of these things right here. Not Culture Council. Where's the board? Rolling Stone. Who else is on there? Chairman. I think that Rock Nation chick is on there. I'm gonna cap it. Let me see if I can find it. Who is on board? Oh, it doesn't even say. Fuck it. Whatever. Anyway, the point is this. Media these days is definitely being influenced by who and what you're getting the information reported from. And listen, I hope you guys take everything with a grain of salt. You know, I like to wear my biases on my sleeve. No one's unbiased. Even if they claim to be, they're usually covertly biased one way or the other. Like, sure, if you want to say, yo, Ack, well, we think you're going to be more in favor of Drake. Well, then I got to tell you that every day. I'm not lying about it. I'm not acting like, no, I'm just calling it a spade a spade. No, I'm a Drake fan, gang. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is, right? Now, on certain things, there's no wiggle room for interpretation, so I just got to call it what it is. But there is going to be a slight bias built in. At least with me, you can see it on the surface. There's multiple other ways where it's happening. I've been telling you about this Rock Nation strategy. They got a bunch of media niggas who are paid for and a bunch of media partners that if they need to roll out an agenda, do a hit piece or a takedown, they do it in very interesting ways. They're not going to do it through the loudmouth blogger like me. Well, I don't do nothing with them. But they would do it through like a Rolling Stone. They would do it through some of their media partners that they're already in bed with, right? So I want to look up this lawsuit, but I got to find the actual lawsuit without reading it on a website, because you read it on a website, if they want to point out Drake, they're just going to make it all about Drake. So I just want to read the raw document. Where the fuck is it? Could somebody send it to me? I just need this shit sent. I need the entire lawsuit sent. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's RBX. That's the guy's name. I'm just pulling up the lawsuit. RBX. Here. Is it this? Why can't I find this? Yes. Okay. Thank you. I got it. Now, I'm going to go through this quick. This is not like one of the really important things that we need to care about that much. But since everybody else who's covering this shit is either a Rock Nation shill or boring as paint, nobody does like Big Ack, right? Come on now. Let's get to it. So I got the court documents. Bang. Here we go. All right, cool. What? Okay, good. So I want to be very clear on what this is, and we're not going for headlines. So if you've never seen nothing about this before, fuck what you've seen. Just go off what Ack is telling you, because we got the paperwork here. We're just going to tell you what it is. So number one, this is a class action lawsuit. This is what you ever see, like, there's a medication that come out or be like, oh shit, this company overcharged your subscribers by blah, 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 and a class action lawsuit was filed, and then they're paying out mad amount of money, right? So this is an attempt to get Spotify, right? And I want to show you. So basically, there's a guy named Eric Dwayne Collins, aka RBX. He's suing Spotify. Okay. Now, there's been a bunch of stuff going on with Spotify. Spotify has came under fire for some, pretty much. Don't listen to me. Spotify Turkey. There was an investigation going on that alleged that there were playlist bribery, and they were being probed by the government. Now, I want to be very clear. Spotify is a company that's based in Sweden and operates in most major countries. It has not been officially announced that it's been investigated in or about the United States for having fraudulent streams or anything of the sort. But Spotify was investigated in Turkey. Now, what happened is, I think people are seeing maybe there's blood in the water. So this guy, and I believe he's from the West Coast, RBX. He's filed a class action lawsuit. What a class action lawsuit is, it's a lawsuit that could have multiple people who are plaintiff, and it's going to represent their interest, right? Now, you would sign on to this thing, and basically you would acknowledge that you're right to sue this person for mutually, for the mutual wrong that was done. You plan to be represented, and your interests will go into this class action lawsuit, right? So that's the way how they get Microsoft to pay millions or billions of dollars. Oh, your user data got breached, right? And they just pay one big lump sum. Now, why do I mention that? It's only one nigga that's involved right now. So there's a class action lawsuit. It can have 1 million people. It's only one nigga. And that's the thing about headlines that's misleading. It looks like a big thing, right? Now, if I came to you and said there's a class action lawsuit with 1 million paying, let's not say 1 million because I was talking about subscribers. Let's say 200 artists. 200 artists signed on to do a class action versus Spotify. You would say, wow, that might have some validity, right? If it's 2,000, whoa, that sounds like a big deal. This is one guy that we've never heard of till today. But okay. So he's suing, and it's going to be a class action complaint, which means he's allowing for other people to sign on. Currently, nobody ain't signed on.